1 minute press-up test, muscular endurance procedure. You have your hands shoulder widths apart and you go down as far as this on the chest. Then you go back up and do as many as you can do in a minute. Advantages. The advantages are that it's very quick and easy to perform. It requires minimal and inexpensive equipment, and many subjects can be tested at once. However, the disadvantages are you can get away with using an incorrect technique and human error in regards to counting. If they're going fast,
you're being shy and turn away when I look into your eyes. Everyone else in the room can see it. Everyone else.
The fitness test we're going to be doing today is snapshot football. What you have to do is you've got to pull your foot back and strike through the ball as hard as you can. This test tests your power. The advantages of this test is that it takes a quick time to do it and minimal equipment required. The disadvantages is that a human error can be unreliable if movement occurs while filming, and also can be quite expensive because you need an iPhone.
.100-meter sprint. The purpose of this is to determine acceleration and speed. The procedures, the test involves running a single maximum sprint over 100 metres with the time recorded. A thorough warm-up should be given, including some practice starts and accelerations. Start from a stationary position with one foot in front of the other.
Starting now.
Optimizing speed, such as keeping low, driving hard with the arms and legs, and encouragement to continue running maximally through the finish line. The person timing should stand at the finish line with one arm held high, call ready, then sweep down their arm quickly to start the subject. Do not call go due to the time delay in the subject hearing it. As the arm sweeps down, the tester should start the stopwatch, which is held in the downward sweeping arm, and finish the stopwatch as their chest passes through the finish line. Advantages. The 100-meter sprint is a common test of speed and is an easy, quick test to perform. If using the standard testing procedure, there's a lot of published data to use for comparison, minimal cost and equipment needed. Disadvantages. This test is specific to the range of motion and muscles and joints of the lower legs and may not be relevant to the other parts of the body. You need expensive timing gates to be as accurate as possible. Human error can be unreliable scoring without the gates, where the conditions can affect the result. Only one person at a time can go.
In this test we are doing the alternate hand towards toss test. A mark is placed in a centre distance from the wall 2 or 3 feet. The person stands behind the line and faces the wall. The ball is thrown from one hand underarm against the wall and attempted to catch in the opposite hand. The ball is then thrown alternately in both hands consecutively. The advantages to this is there's minimal equipment, and costs involved during the test, and it can be self-administrated. Disadvantages: the ability to catch the ball can be affected by how hard the straight the ball. Half a minute, mate.
Factory's flying.
3, 2, 1, go.
1, go.
2 kilometre cycle test. Using a bike of their choice, the subject is required to cover the 2 kilometre distance as fast as possible. The subject starts from a stationary start with the feet on the pedals, with the person holding onto the subject being on the single ready start. The tester should start on the stopwatch.
Go.
Advantages: large groups of athletes can be tested at once. Also, it is very cheap and a simple test to perform. Disadvantages: practice and patience is required, and performance on the test can be affected gradually by movement.
Buffalo soldier. Welcome to America.
This is the Illinois agility test. This tests your agility. The procedure is the length of the course is 10 metres and the width, distance between the start and finish points, is 5 metres. 4 cones are used to mark the start, finish and the 2 turning points. Another 4 cones are placed down the centre and equal distance apart. Each cone in the centre is spaced roughly 3 metres apart. Subjects should lie on their front, head to the start line and hands by their shoulders. On the go, command the stopwatch is started and the athlete gets up as quickly as possible and runs around the course in the direction indicated without knocking any of the cones over. Advantages. This is a simple test to administer, requiring little equipment. Also, the player's ability to turn in different directions and different angles is tested. Disadvantages. Choice of footwear and surface of area can affect times greatly. Results can be subject to timing inconsistencies, which may be overcome by using timing gates. Cannot distinguish between left and right turning ability.
We'll ring the code, not stop it and we'll ring. Back down. Ring the yellow. Ring the white. Okay.
Go.
The test we're going to be doing is basketball shooting drills. So for this test, you take 5 shots from the cones. From the first one you take 5 shots, the last ball is 2 points. 5 shots from the second one, and the last one's 2 points. Then the next one you take 5, and the next one you take 5, and the next one you take 5. And for everyone the last shot is 2 points. What this measures is your accuracy, and the advantages of this is measurement of shooting ability, and disadvantages is only one participant at a time to complete, and you need a basketball court to accurate in your measurements. Okay, the wall test. The purpose of this is to measure the strength, endurance of the lower body, particularly the quadriceps muscle group. So what you will need is a smooth wall and a stopwatch. Procedure: stand comfortably with feet approximately shoulder width apart, with your back against a smooth vertical wall. Slowly slide your back down the wall to assume a position with both your knees and hips at 90 degrees. Start the timing when one foot is lifted off the ground and is stopped when the subject cannot maintain a position and the foot is returned to the ground. After a period of rest, the other leg is tested. Wait, stop a second. The disadvantage is the person can get the technique wrong and won't get the test done properly, and also if you lack motivation then you won't get the good results.
This test measures power. Procedure: the athlete stands side onto the wall and reaches up with the hand closest to the wall. Keeping the feet flat on the ground, the point of the fingertips is marked or recorded. This is called the stand and reach height. The athlete then stands away from the wall and leaps vertically as high as possible using both arms and legs to assist in projecting the body upwards. The jumping technique can or cannot use the counter movement. Attempt to touch the wall at the highest point of the jump. The difference in distance between the stand and reach height and the jump height is the score. The best of 3 attempts is recorded. Advantages: this test is simple and quick to perform. Disadvantages: technique plays a part in maximising your score, as the subject must time the jump so that the wall is marked at the peak of the jump. Thank you.
Right, go. Alright.
1 repetition maximum test. Purpose: to measure maximum strength of various muscles and muscle groups. Procedure: 1 repetition maximum test is a popular method of measuring isotonic muscle strength. It is a measure... Stop doing that. It is a measure of the maximum weight and subject can lift with 1 repetition. It is important to reach a maximum weight without prior fatigue muscles. After a warm-up, choose a weight that is available for 10 reps. Then after Then, after a rest of 1 minute, increase the weight to perform 5 reps for rest 3 minutes. The athlete chooses subsequent weights to perform 3 reps, then 5 minutes. Conduct one full and correct lift of the weight. Advantage: the required equipment is readily available in most gymnasiums. Disadvantages: performing a maximum weight lift is only for advanced weight trainers. It is important to have good technique before attempting this test.
Go.
This is the bioelectric impedance. Procedure: as the bioelectric impedance device measures the resistance of body tissues to the flow of a small electric signal, the person being measured should not be in contact with any other non-conductance. conducting surface, with legs apart and arms away from the body. Some devices require a pair of electrodes are placed on the hand and wrist, and another pair placed on the ankle and foot, usually opposite sides of the body, while other devices simply require you to stand on 2 feet. 2 footprints. Follow the instructions of your particular device. See video of a by test. Advantages. This method of body composition analysis is very simple and hard to perform and quick to perform. And if you have the right equipment, can be done at home. Disadvantages. Equipment is relatively expensive. Units of the low end of the scale are available to everyone, with prices ranging up to £100. One at a time. One at a time only.
Oh yeah.
I've got to film you.
I don't know. I'm not 71, am I? I'm not 9. Oh, I'm 16. That better not be too much.
What does it say?
Body muscle 78%. Is that
Sit and reach test. Purpose. The sit and reach test is an important functional measure of hip regional flexibility, including the lower back and hamstring muscles, brackets, the back of the legs, close brackets. Generally, lack of flexibility in this region is associated with an increased risk of injury. Description. Remove your shoes and sit on the floor. Your legs should be out straight ahead and your knees flat against the floor. Have someone place the box flat against your feet, preferably against the wall. Stretch your arms out towards the box. Place your hands side by side and lean forward slowly as far as possible, keeping your fingertips level with each other and the legs flat. Do not jerk or bounce to reach further. Hold the full reach position for 2 seconds and record your score. Advantages. The sit and reach test is a common test of flexibility and is an easy and quick test to perform. If using the standard testing procedure, there's a lot of published data to use for comparison. Disadvantages. Variations in arms, legs and trunk length can make comparisons between individuals misleading. The test is specific to a range of motion and muscles and joints of the lower back and hamstrings and may not be relevant to the other parts of the body. That is excellent. Yeah, well done.
You can go high.